Hi class, in this lecture we are going to talk about prions. What are prions? We are going to talk about another particle which is just protein, and those are known as prions, which are tiny pieces of protein that get in and cause mutations within other proteins. Okay, prions do not have DNA or RNA. They only have infectious proteins. So what happens is that these proteins do not normally degrade like a normal protein in the neural tissue. Usually when you have a protein that misses folds, you have mechanisms that destroy the protein and it falls apart. In precious situations, these proteins fold irregularly. Moreover, what happens is they do not fall apart and they continue to build. Cells have nowhere to put these proteins, and eventually what happens is that the cell gets destroyed. And when the cell gets destroyed, you lose it, especially neurons. Once neurons get destroyed, there's no way to repair them. And now you have lost your neurons. What happens to people is that they start getting holes in their brains. You probably have heard of some of the disease, mad cow disease. It caused the cow to go crazy and fall over. In sheep, we call it scrapie because they go mad and they start scraping different parts of their body, and their tissue gets raw and worn away. In the elk population, we have the chronic wasting disease. In humans, there are two diseases: the Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, which has spread either through mad cow or other things. The other one is kuzu. Kuzu is a disease that affects the cannibals found in the South Pacific. So one thing they do is for their loved ones to go on to the next realm. After they die, they eat their brains. Then they get kuzu too, slip into two paralyses, eventually get a coma, and then they die. So in this lecture, I want you to be aware of another type of infectious particle. This time, it does not have any DNA or RNA. This is just a protein that does not degrade and builds up. Okay, this is just show you a little video of how prion arise.
There is evidence that the infectious agent associated with certain brain diseases, such as Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease in humans and mad cow disease in animals, may be caused by a protein. The infectious agent has been called a prion, for proteinaceous infectious particle. The normal prion protein, PRPC, is bound to the surfaces of neurons, and the gene for PRP is present in normal vertebrates and invertebrates. Presumably, the normal prion protein, PRPC, can be altered, and the altered prion protein, PRPSC, SC meaning scrapie-associated, becomes misfolded and takes on a different conformation. Many researchers believe that the infective agent is this alternative protein conformation. It is believed that when PRPSC enters a normal brain, it binds to the normal cellular PRP, PRPC, and induces it to fold into the abnormal conformation. The newly produced PRPSC molecule may then convert more normal PRPC proteins into the abnormal PRPSC form. An alternative hypothesis is that PRPSC could activate enzymes that modify the PRPC structure, not shown.
So this video just show you two hypotheses of how prion arise. Alright, so here the concept check. Exposure to nucleases that degrade DNA and RNA would damage all of the following except animal viruses, bacteriophage, prions, satellite viruses, viroids. I will give you a second. Well, if you pay any attention, it was prions, as prions do not have the DNA or RNA and only have proteins. Suppose you got it right, good job. If you did not get it right, think about what the prions are.